Let's quickly cut across to the overall numbers of coronavirus cases in the country as of now. We are, of course, seeing a surge, but let me take you through the overall tally. We're looking at 2,88,394 active cases that stand as of today. The death toll on the whole, in totality, stands at 1,59,558. And taking you through the recovered numbers, which is giving us some hope here. 1,11,07,332. These are the numbers of COVID-19 across of the country as of today. Now let me take you through some of the numbers coming in from states across the country. We're looking at 5 states that have coronavirus cases surge. That includes Maharashtra, of course, on top. We're also looking at Karnataka, that's currently looking at a surge. Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and even Gujarat being the latest there, where state governments are currently doing all that they can to curb the spread with fresh measures that have been implemented. Now, as the election season is fast approaching, people can be seen flouting COVID protocols during their rallies and campaigns in all poll-bound states. This comes as fear of a second wave and concerns arise once again. Here's a hair-raising news. Let's take a listen.
Zero social distancing at Stalin's massive yatra in Tirupur. Zero social distancing at a rally yatra by EPS elsewhere in Tamil Nadu. Zero social distancing at Mamata's Padyatras in Bengal. Zero social distancing at the BJP president's campaign events in Bengal. And even in Assam, this enormous crowd for BJP leader Himanta Biswa Sarma. No social distancing, hardly any masks, and zero apparent care for a pandemic that has just begun to surge again in India. Take a closer look at these hair-raising images. You can easily tell that arm's length distance, masks, and basic COVID protocols have been thrown to the wind. All this at a time when India is fighting to ensure a second wave doesn't overwhelm the country. With elections in 5 states, the priority is resoundingly crowds over COVID. Doctors and healthcare experts have once again warned against the spectacular letting down of the guard. While the fight for votes is an overpowering draw, experts are still perplexed about how last year's Bihar election crowds with zero distancing and masks didn't lead to a huge explosion of COVID cases. But experts believe that's no excuse. With the teeth of a second wave digging in and with testing numbers in states like Bengal still uncertain, the room for error and complacency has never been lower. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's now take a quick look at the COVID cases in poll-bound states. West Bengal here, we're looking at active cases now in West Bengal at 3,297. The death toll in West Bengal so far at 10,301. And we're looking at recovered numbers in West Bengal now stands at 5,66,228. Now, let's quickly cut across to Assam. We're looking at Assam's active cases as of now at 1,641. We're looking at the death toll in Assam at 1,100. The recovered numbers in Assam, 2,15,183 as of today. Now, Tamil Nadu, we're looking at a poll-bound state where heavy, hectic campaigning is happening, just like how it is in West Bengal as well. Active cases now in Tamil Nadu at 6,690. The death toll in Tamil Nadu in totality, I'm giving you the numbers here, at 12,582. And we're looking at recovered numbers in Tamil Nadu now In totality, 8,45,178. Here's Kerala, also a poll-bound state. Active cases now at 25,465. Of course, Kerala is checking, testing at a great pace, but we're looking at some worrisome trend, a surge in Kerala. Death toll in totality much lower than other states, 4,467. Recovered numbers in Kerala again high and promising, 10,70,343. These are the overall cases here, including Puducherry, the Union Territory, which is also poll-bound. Active cases currently at 67. Death toll in Puducherry in totality 674. Recovered numbers at 39,521. Here are the overall cases. We are looking at active cases on the whole in the country now at 2,88,394. In totality, the death toll across the country today at 1,59,558. And recovered numbers again in totality across the country so far, 1,11,07,332. Now I'm going to take you through real details as to why this is a matter of concern. We're looking at several campaign trails where no social distancing, many of them without masks, and this is a problem considering the surge in the country. Now here's exactly why we're seeing a huge risk with these campaigns not following COVID protocols. India is now maybe at the beginning of a possible second wave. This is what experts are hinting at. We're also looking at unrestricted travel between surge states and poll-bound states. No one really checking interstate travel. Risk of new strains infiltrating Indian population, which we already saw. The UK strains have already entered India. We're looking at a spike in cases. We're also seeing a risk of new mutated version of this strain. Now we're also looking at possibility of new super spreader events at campaign rallies. We do know these campaign rallies are the most sensitive considering the huge crowds not following social distancing and COVID protocols that are in place. And literally, it just takes one positive case to trigger a spread chain reaction, which we've seen all through this pandemic over the last year and more. It takes one case to really spread so quickly. And these campaign trails are possibly the worst for COVID-19. It can even now damage India's good work so far on COVID. We do know that India is one of the only countries that has gone into an early lockdown, has observed COVID protocols in place largely to a point that we've managed to contain the spread. But now with the election-bound states really not adhering to these COVID protocols, we're really worried. Maharashtra, of course, on top. We're looking at some serious concerns there with 25,000 cases for the second consecutive day that's reported. The state reported 25,681 cases and 70 deaths on Friday, compelling the Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray to warn citizens that the state might go into a lockdown due to a spike in cases. Mumbai crossed the 3,000 mark for the first time since the outbreak of the pandemic. Mumbai recorded 3,062 cases, Pune recorded 2,872 cases, and Nagpur recorded 2,617 cases, and Nashik recorded 939 cases on Friday alone. In fact, Maharashtra government has now introduced new COVID guidelines to contain the cases. Here we're looking at the state government has ordered all theatres and auditoriums to have only 50% capacity and not to be used for any religious, social, political or cultural gatherings. The government has also ordered private offices to function at only 50% capacity.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.